Hello everyone, Randy here, and today I thought we'd start a new series on the channel here, kind of calling it like Shop Basics here, or working out in the shop with R.D. Allen. And of course I've done a lot of videos out here working on various projects, and in quite a few of those videos I've been asked, well, how do you know how to do this or that, or how do you know so much about this or that? So I thought we'd start a video series on that topic, and try to maybe walk through some of the basics here. So first and foremost, if you folks have any ideas of something you'd like to see me demonstrate or do, let me know, put them in the comments below, and we'll see if we can get to them. But for starters here, we're going to start off with a topic about drills. Now, for those of you who don't know, I work in manufacturing. I'm a thermoforming technician and CNC programmer in manufacturing. And where I work, we build furniture. And we have a lot of new people that come through, and it seems like a lot of the new people nowadays don't have a clue on how to do some even the most basic of things when it comes to, again, what I would call working in the shop here, I guess you could say. And for example, I've picked the first one here that kind of happened this week. Had a new person. They were drilling out holes in our high tolerance parts. Anyway, they were drilling out holes. Drill bit broke. I went and got the person a new drill bit, handed it to them, and they just sat there with a blank stare on their face. You know, they didn't know how to change the drill bit in the drill. Now, nothing against this person, by the way. Just because this person didn't know how to do it, or was probably never taught. That's more likely. It was never taught how to do it. That is not their fault. So of course I had to teach that person how to change out the drill in a drill bit in a drill. Not, again, that hard, but this person didn't know how to do it. And it's not the first time this has happened. We actually have that happen quite frequently. A lot of people, and not just young people either. We can get some of the older people that don't know how to change out the drill in a drill truck. So that's this first video. We're going to start with that. How do you change out the drill in a drill truck? So let's bring the camera in close and we'll take a look. Okay, so I tried to pick kind of the three most common types you'll see here. We got the keyed chuck. That's this one here on this electric drill here. We got the keyless chuck, at least that's what I call them anyway, on this Milwaukee cordless. And then we got also the quick change chuck. That's on this Impact here. So we'll start off here with the keyed chuck. The keyed chucks typically always come with a chuck key. And there are different sizes of these, so make note of that. You have to have the right size to go with the right sized chuck. So these are fairly simple, and let's just pick a drill bit here. Yes, how about the one that fell out? That'll be good. So simply all you have to do is turn this ring, and these chuck teeth open and close. You know, obviously open for larger drill bits, and close it for smaller ones. Also something to watch out, this was a good drill bit to choose from. See if I can get the camera to focus on that. You notice how it's got three flat sides on it. Make sure those line up with your chuck teeth. So you need to open it up just a little bit more. Slide her in, just like that. And then use the chuck key there to tighten it down. Make sure it's in there good. If you're out just a little bit, it's going to slip off. You're going to wreck your chuck key or the teeth on the chuck itself. And then you just turn it till it's tight. And you only have to tighten one. I don't know why, but it seems like a lot of people think you need to turn it around, tighten this one, turn it around again, tighten this one. No, you only have to tighten one. Now, if you're like having trouble with it slipping or something, you really need to get it tight. Yes, you can go around and tighten all three. You might be able to get, just a little bit more out of each one. But in reality, you only have to tighten one. So that's that. Again, fairly simple, right? Just make sure you have the right size chuck key, stick it in there. And of course, to take it out, same thing, turn it the opposite way. And it's loose, just like that. And of course, when you're open and close, you don't have to use the chuck key, just turn it until it's the size you need. Okay, that is, like I said, it's hopefully simple enough. Let's move on to even simpler. At least hopefully simpler. This is the keyless chuck. Very simple. You can turn it by hand. You can turn that one by hand, obviously, as well, but you cannot tighten and open that one by hand. So, open this chuck. Again, same thing. Make sure it lines up with the teeth there. Tighten it down. Give it a good tighten. Good to go. And of course, loosen it. Just grab it again. Loosen it up. So no tools required for the keyless chuck here. All done by hand. Just give that a spin. And of course, if you're really wanting to be brave, you can even hold tight to this and use the power of the drill itself to tighten it, or the power of the drill to open it. Your choice. Typically, I always just do it by hand. It doesn't take that long. Just that. Good to go. Of course, if you want to take it out again, power of the drill, put it in reverse. There you go. Put it back forward if you want to put it in. The only other reason I don't necessarily recommend this, because you got to be careful, especially with this type of drill bit. Maybe not so much one that's, you know, just round. You're not going to notice that so much then. But you got to be careful, obviously, with this drill bit to make sure you get it lined up right. Which, if you're doing it this way, you got to be careful. Oop, not wrong way. Try that again. To actually get it to line up properly with the teeth there. Okay, one other thing while we're at it, let's discuss this as well, something I've seen, and it kind of just happened there. With the smaller drill bits, maybe not so much with the bigger ones here, but I have seen this before. Yeah, that's not so good. So when you're putting small drill bits in, watch it and make sure you actually get them in the center, because that's not good. Okay, put those drill bits away here a minute. And then on to the quick change chuck. Usually a couple different styles of these. Either you push them in or you pull them out. The Milwaukee here, pull it out, you can take the bit out. And of course most of these bits are going to have some sort of end like that on it. At least that's the most common one I've seen. So again, pull it out, slide it in, good to go. And of course take it out, just again pull out the outer ring, slide it out. One thing to know, at least with the impacts here, make sure you do have it in all the way. You know, if you don't have it in all the way, it can be bad problems, especially with these impacts here. Things can get dangerous quick. And let's see, we'll just demonstrate something else. Just a different bit here. Just take that one out again. There we go. Okay, so hopefully that answers any of you folks' questions on how to change out drill bits. And again, I call this quick change, your keyed and your keyless chucks here on drills. Again, those are pretty much the most common types you'll run across. There are a few other styles, but again, most common. And that's how you do it. Again, fairly simple, but again, it seems like a lot of new people nowadays don't seem to know how to do this. So hopefully with that, you folks will know how to do this. And if you ever have to do it, again, very simple. So with that, if you folks have any comments or questions, be sure to leave them below. Also, if you have any other ideas you'd like to see me demonstrate here, we'll leave it in the comments below and we'll try to get to it. So as always, thanks for watching and until next time.